Hello, guys. So we're going to be answering the question: when will PulseX pump? Now, that's a very difficult answer, but the answer is pretty. That's a very difficult question, but the answer is pretty obvious, right? If we're looking at the price right now, we're sitting at 0.40 and 405. So we're down 60%, minus 60 from the SAC price. But that's an opportunity. That means that you can get coins at a cheaper rate than a lot of people who got in during the sacrifice phase. And one of the things that we've got to learn from, if we're looking at when will Pulse X pump, is we have to look at what Hex did. And Hex always was an anomaly. It can pump when no one expects it to pump. So I think you should expect the same thing, because all of a sudden you can have a price pump, an insane one at that. And right now we've got a lot of things happening. There's a lot of game theory going on the table, right? I will talk about what some people are saying, but a lot of people are saying, that look, a lot of people sacrifice for Pulse Chain, a lot more sacrifice for Pulse X. So you've got a lot of weak hands, a lot of unbelievers, a lot of people who are not long term in the ecosystem who sagged for a quick gain so they can dump when they get a 5x, a 10x. And that's based on reality, right? We've got a lot of non-hexicans that sacrificed. So now you have a lot of all these things that are happening, that a lot of people say that the purpose of the no live streams from Richard Hart, the purpose is just to shake out all the weak hands. And I must say, I don't know if it's true or not, but I think it's a really powerful strategy. Because the bottom line is this, right? We know some of the people who sacrificed, and we know some of the people have never been supporters of Hex or Pulse Chain. So for that reason, that we could be in a shake out the weak hands phase, and those hands have been shaken out to a great extent. Now, when will Pulse X pump? The answer is no one knows, because what happened with Hex is this: Hex could pump when the whole market was tanking. It could just start the magic carpet ride to the moon. So I expect the same thing to happen. If we look at the fundamentals, fundamentals matter to me a great deal. We've burnt 165 billion Pulse X. So, and Pulse X is the largest decentralized exchange on Pulse Chain, and I believe it'll remain so for a very long time. We're starting to see some new DEXs that are launching, and some of them are doing really well, right? But for the most part, they do not compete with Pulse Chain. Sorry, with Pulse X. It's a different universe. Pulse X is the leader, and Pulse X will burn the most amount of tokens. It'll generate the largest amount of fees and burn the most amount as well. So that one, I think there's no question there. Now, I do think that competition is a risk factor that should be considered by investors, but I don't think that any of the competition can come close to what Pulse X is doing. So the question again: when will Pulse X pump? I think that the best way is to always be prepared. Be prepared for a pump today, be prepared for a pump tomorrow, be prepared for a pump anytime. The reason is this: if you're in crypto, most of us are in crypto, we've definitely dedicated a large chunk of our lives to crypto. So crypto must be enjoyable. So once you find a cryptocurrency that has good product market fit, that you know will be around for the long term, the best thing is to if you can, try and grow your position by dollar cost averaging. If the price goes up, the price goes down, dollar cost averaging. And when the time for you to take profit comes, which in my view, the earliest has to be next year, the time for taking profit comes, you start taking profit slowly and slowly and slowly. But you know that you've done the work before. You've built up a strong position. You already have coins that are lots of coins that you have. I think that's the best. That's the best winning strategy in the crypto space. And it's not just good for your bags; it's also good for your mental health as well. Because what you don't want is to always be worried about what's going on with the portfolio. Is it dead? Is it coming back? The question is: do you believe or you don't? Don't you believe? And if you believe, dollar cost average. If you're happy with your position, hodl and don't sell for less. Because right now, what we see is we see a lot of people who sacrificed start to get weary, start to get fear instead of doubling down. There's some who sold their pulse for less than sack phase, but then pulse pumped back. It's sitting on top of sack phase balance. So the bottom line is this: you've got to think long term about this, and you also have to think about what's in your best case, what benefits your mental health moving forward. I don't think that being jerked off by the price is a good thing. Where I'm happy because prices go up, I'm sad because price go down. I'm happy because price go up again. I'm sad because price go down again. Oh, price dip even more. So now I'm even more sad. Now price pump even more. Now I'm even more happy. I think that's not a winning strategy. The winning strategy is to think long term, zoom out, and look at the world from that perspective. Anyway, guys, those are my thoughts on PulseX. Those are my thoughts on when Pulse will pump. PulseX will pump. I think it can be anytime soon. It can be tomorrow or the next day. I think it can be anytime at all. You just have to be locked in my view, and that's how you win. And if you are looking into altcoins, take a look at PulseShib. It's a Pulse Chain meme coin that is definitely designed with the principles that made Hex great. And I think that this will do extraordinarily well. You can check it out here. We're taking a look at the charts right now on Dex Screener. The market cap, as you can see, is tiny, and this can go huge. And bull market, we'll see what it does. And it's paired with Pulse as well. So whenever you see a pump in Pulse, you will most likely see a pump in PulseShib as well. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. And not financial advice, but remember, guys, this is a long-term game. It's not a game of a quick flip. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time.